Welcome to Gaming Top Down. Today we'll be doing a two-player playthrough of Deep Regrets, an unfortunate fishing game. A brand new game from TEDx Games, and I think the designer's name is Judson Cohen. Has very cool kind of eldritch ocean art, and we're going to be trying to catch fish and other terrors of the deep. And whoever catches the best fish doesn't go too insane, but maybe a little bit insane, will win the game. So, Devin, we're going to go down to the table. I'll teach you how to play pretty quickly, then we'll get started. All right, Devin, down here at the table, we've got quite a bit of stuff. But most importantly, you have your player board over here. You're playing as Balb. Balb's looking good.
He looks really good. Yeah, he looks well rested.
I'm playing as Hogu. We both chose kind of the eldritch side of the board. There is a more regular person on the other side, but I thought Hogu was a little cooler than Hugo. But Hugo's not so bad either.
So the front and back of the boards have the same letters to the names.
Yeah, I think so. They've just kind of become fish people. Anyways, point of this game is to get the most points. I'm going to tell you how you're going to score at the end of the game and then kind of work backwards to teach you how to play.
Awesome.
How you're going to score is you're going to get points for your 3 most prized trophy fish that you have caught. 2 of them are going to have a ×2 multiplier, and then the one in the middle is your prize catch, and it's going to have a ×3 multiplier. I'm just going to draw one of these fish here. Let's try to get one that's less cool first. Okay, here's a sunfish, and let's just pretend that this sunfish was here at the end of the game in that trophy spot. That sunfish is worth 4 monies, points, whatever we're calling them. So 4 × 2, I'd get 8 points for that card. There's a little bit more that goes into it, but in general, there are 2 types of fish you can catch in the ocean. There are fair fish that have a blue border here. This is a fair fish, and it says here, large and fair. There are also not fair. What are they called? Foul fish. They have a green lined border, and they will probably be something creepy looking. If you look over at the madness board, depending on how insane you have become, the values of the different kinds of fish will change for you. So at the beginning of the game, we start with no madness, basically, and fair fish are worth 2 extra coins to us. So if I ended the game in this scenario, this would actually be 4 plus 2 for that fair value to 6, then multiplied by 2 to 12. But if I got more and more and more insane, that can go get a negative before it's multiplied by 2. And so foul catches from the depths become more valuable as you get more mad. And fair fish get less valuable as you get more mad. We'll talk more about the madness board in a minute. So you'll score points for your 3 best fish. Once you have placed a fish here in your trophy cabinet, I guess, you can never take it out. So be very careful about what you put there. So that's the way you'll score the majority of your points. The other things you'll score points for at the end of the game are fish in your hand are equal to the number of points they're worth. They just don't have a multiplier because they haven't been mounted. And then any fish bucks you have, we start with 0 fish bucks divided by 2. So if you had 4 fish bucks at the end of the, well, let's go to 5. If you had 5, then I'd get 2 points because you don't round up after you divide. So for every 2, you get a point. And that's how we'll score at the end. There's a couple little twists. If you are the person that has gone the most insane, then you have to get rid of one of your mounted fish.
At the end?
At the end.
Ooh.
So you don't want to be the most insane, but a little insane is okay. In a 3 or 4 player game, you have to get rid of the mounted fish with the highest value. In a 2-player game, it's the mounted fish with the lowest value. So your least scoring fish of the 3 is the one that will be gotten rid of. We'll talk more about going insane and regrets in a second. And that's it. That's how you score points. So you're going to catch fish. You'll have them in your hand. At certain points, you can mount fish, and they will give you a multiplier at the end of the game. Your board here also has some other things. You have dice. These 3 are your player colors dice. You'll never lose these. There's also this bag full of, they're called tackle dice. And they're, I think, in 3 different colors. And you'll notice they don't have a player color section at the bottom. When you use these, they're like a one-time use and they go back in this bag. And so you'll have fresh dice that you use to fish, dice that are spent. And so these will kind of go back and forth, and you'll be getting new dice from the bag as well. You also have, well, let's see what to go over next. Let's go over the 2 types of main things you do in the game. Well, let me start somewhere else, actually. Game has 6 rounds in a regular game. We're going to be playing the shorter one, so we're going to cut off Monday, and we start with Tuesday. So we have 5 rounds instead of 6. On each day, there's a few different things that happen. The first step is called start, and basically there might be some like a special thing that happens on Wednesday and Friday. Our can of worms will refill. On Thursday, we get an extra $3, and on Saturday, the last day, you get a die from the bag. I think an orange one, which are the best ones. Something happens, and at the start of the day, you will also move up 1 depth. So your boat marker will move up, if you want, depth 2 to depth 1. So that's the start of a day. Phase 2 is refresh. This is broken into 2 steps. Muster your courage. You take all the dice from your spent pool and roll them. And then, oh, great roll, David. You would choose which ones to place into your fresh pool until your maximum dice limit is reached. The maximum dice limit you have is also based on how mad you are. So you can have more and more dice in your fresh area as you go more crazy. Then the player who has the highest total of fresh dice values. So if I rolled 3 and you had rolled 5, you would get the life preserver, and that will make it a little bit easier by a value of 2 for you to catch a fish if you discard it during the round, or if you're at port, you get a $2 discount at one of the shops. So that's a refresh. Basically, you're refreshing your dice. Then is the declaration phase. You're basically declaring, are you going to go to the depths of the ocean, or are you going to go to port for this day? Because you do different things at the 2 different places. Obviously, at the ocean, you're catching fish, right? At port, you can get or purchase stuff. You can buy new dice for $1, $3, or $5. You can buy 1, 2, or 3 dice pulled from this bag. For $1, $3, or $5, you can draw 1, 3, or 5 cards from the top of these stacks of rods, reels, and supply cards, and then keep a number shown here. It's usually 1, 2, or 3 that you could keep out of those. So you can visit a shop when you're at port. You can sell your fish. Fish are worth their money value that we went over a little bit earlier. If the fish is foul, something creepy, underneath the coin icon will be a little anchor, and that anchor symbol is a regret symbol. Anytime you do something in the game that has to do with those creepy foul fish, you're going a little more insane, and you have to draw a regret card. This is one that's not in the game, but I'll show it to you. Regret cards go from values 0 to 4. This one is a level 1, nagging regret. You got stood up by a mermaid. These you're going to keep in front of you, so I know how many regret cards you have, but what the value on the front of them you're not going to tell me, because that value added together will determine who is the most insane at the end of the game and has to lose one of their fish. but the number of cards you have dictates your madness level here. So as soon as I get one card, I would be moving down here, and now my rules have changed a little bit. Fair fish are only +1, foul fish are -1, and I could have 5 dice. Once I get to 4 cards, then it would be that, blah, 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 blah. There are only 20 regret dice regret cards in a 2-player game. So getting all the way to 13 means you have to have, well more than half of them. Okay, so that's what you can do at port. You can visit a shop, one of those 4. You can sell your fish for money, or you can mount fish, which is when you can set them here, basically. And again, you can't take them off after you've mounted them. So we'll kind of go back and forth taking actions depending on where you are. If you're at port, you'll be taking port actions. If I'm at sea, I'll be taking sea actions. When you ever go back to port, there are some things that say make port. Then you refresh your worms. As you went back to port, you get your can of worms refreshed. You get to refresh any dice up to your limit. And you can optionally, that is, discard a regret card. I just want to make sure that I tell you that exactly. Yeah, it's optional, but you can discard 1 regret card. If by doing that you have moved less crazy, then you'd move your token up. That card goes here into the regrets pile, or discard pile. So that's one way you can get rid of regrets, is going back to port. You're away from the creepiness in the ocean. So I think that's basically everything about port. If you're at sea, you're trying to catch fish. So the actions you can do there are shown on this card. Well, this card actually shows the the steps to fishing. There are a couple of other things you can do while you're fishing as well. The first one is you can discard. You have 3 actions. You can discard any one of your dice with any value on it to go down a level. So I can go down to level 2 by doing that. You can use your can of worms. Flipping it over lets you peek at 1 fish. You can only peek at a fish that's in your depth or higher. You can eat a fish if the fish has this teeth symbol on it, which is a little hard to see right here. Then you can eat it at any point during the fishing process, discarding it from your hand and getting that ability. You can use the life preserver, which will make a fish a value of 2 easier to catch. And you can use these dink cards. Those are free things you can do. To catch a fish, first you cast is what it's called. You select a shoal, or basically a stack of cards. A little bit to think about here. There are fish that are, as you can see, this little distribution here. There are small, medium, and large fish at depths 1, 2, and 3. And you can see the values that they need to be caught. So if I was at depth 2 and I decided to go with this shoal, I'll tell you why I would do that in a second. Then I know that it's going to be a value from 1 to 3 to catch that fish. The reason I know that is I can see the shadow of the fish. It might not come across super well on the camera with my sleeves, but there's a little shadow there. This one is a medium shadow, and that one is a large shadow. So you know what size the fish is based on the shadow, but you don't know if it's fair or foul. You do know the ratio of fair to foul cards at each level. This is a misprint here. That's actually 2 to 1 in the depth number 1, but doesn't matter. So you can kind of know what the range is that you're going to have to try to catch. And so again, you just flip one over. If you can assign enough dice to meet the value of the fish, then you have caught the fish. It'll go into your hand. If you cannot or choose not to, then you must spend 1 of your dice and you get a dink card. As like you caught this little dinky fish, and they have some little ability on it that'll help you later. It's usually something like that that like makes the next one a little bit easier to catch. So yeah, that's a day of fishing. The fish cards might have like a reveal effect on them or a when caught effect on them, and if they do, then those things would trigger when they're either revealed or caught. But that is how you catch fish. So we're going to spend 5 days doing those things. At the beginning of each day, you'll decide if you want to be in the ocean or a port, based on the cards you have in your hand, and whoever can get the best fish wins. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It'll make much more sense once we go.
Yeah, I think it will as well. It says whoever has the most regrettable day is the first player. And so I don't know. You got to stream all day, so I bet you're feeling pretty good.
I feel pretty good right now.
So if you want, I'll take the first player.
Yep.
Thing this turn. And then we'll get going. I'm going to cut right here just for a second so that we can refresh anything we need to, and we'll be right back. All right, Devin. We are back. I didn't really have to reset much, but I did remember one thing I need to tell you. When we're going back and forth doing our actions, eventually one of us will either choose to pass or run out of actions and cannot take one. So you must pass. Once a player has passed, they're skipped for the rest of the round. And the other player who is last to pass has up to 2 more turns. Every time that the person that passed first, it would go past them again. They may either draw a dink card or discard a random regret card. So passing first has a little bit of a benefit, but anyways, that's really it. So we're just gonna jump in. Again, we're playing, this is our first game ever. We're not playing with the biggest regret expansion little module, and we're playing the shortened game with 5 days instead of 6, but we're just gonna run it and see what happens. All right, so first off, I guess I do need to roll. Oh, I did roll these. I got ones. We started our first day at sea.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. Yep.
You should just re-roll. I don't feel like you rolled during the game.
Oh yeah. I agree. That's
I might have got the same roll I had. Maybe. You did.
I did for sure. Man, I suck at rolling dice. But that's okay. All right, so I need to decide what I want to do. I don't have any cards in my hand. I think I'm just we're gonna start easy. I'm going to cast and try to catch this guy here. He's small in depths level 1, so I think I'll be okay. It's the Geist. He luckily he has a catch value of 0, which is very unique. It says if a fish has no printed cost, its cost is 0, or an item or ability reduces cost to 0, you don't need to spend any dice in order to catch it. So he's just a free catch for me. He does have 2 symbols here though. So that's when caught, I believe. Yeah, catch ability. So I take a regret for catching him. He is definitely creepy, so that makes sense. And I would also take another regret when I sell him. Probably don't want to sell him though, because he's worth nothing. But yeah, very interesting. I'll take this regret, not show you what it was. Maybe I'll show the camera. Oh ho 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 ho! Secrets. Okay.
You're gonna regret that.
Oh yeah, I am. That's my whole turn, Devin. I caught a fish.
Now it's me.
Now it is you.
Oh shoot. Okay. I'm gonna mix it up.
You're gonna go down a level?
No, I'm gonna go to port. Can I go to port?
To go to port, you have to do that between rounds, or this is, I guess, is something I didn't explain, so my bad. You have to use your lifeboat. You can only use it once per game, and when you do flip it over, you gain 10 regrets. A monstrous regret.
10 of those cards? Or just 10 points?
A value of 10.
Okay.
So you probably don't want to do that right now.
Okay, so
basically makes you start.
I should just do the fishing thing.
Yeah, I think so.
And I need to move you down because you
Oh,
got
thanks.
a
Yeah,
madness.
I did. You're right.
Okay. Oh, and I went down a level. I can go down a level.
Yep. You just spend
I
any
just
die.
spend a die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go down
Oh,
one,
shoot.
and I'm gonna try to catch this guy.
Okay, so you're trying a medium level 2.
A medium. Do I have the points for this? We're about to find out.
Yeah, you should have this card as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go for him.
Yeah, you can catch him. Oh, you got a fair one.
Green Moray.
Yep.
Middling and fair. Must be caught with exactly one die.
Hey, you cost 2 to catch. You have a die that's a 2.
I don't even have to re-roll it.
No, I think the reroll that you did when you refreshed your dice at the start of the round is
So one of those just goes over, and I just get it.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, madness goes up.
No, your madness doesn't go up. That's just based on these cards.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Mine just went up because I caught this creepy dude. All right. And then that one is has an eat ability as well. And whenever you use it, you can increment one of your dice up by 2. So he's worth 3 gold. Hold him more in the camera so everyone can see real quick. 3 gold, cost 2 to catch. His eat ability is you can increase a die by up to 2 to help with catching something later. So he's pretty good to help you catch something better. That was a good catch, Devin.
I would be terrified of this thing in the ocean.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be risky. I'm gonna use one and I'm gonna move down a level as well. And then I'm gonna try and fish here. Right, that's the small one. Yeah, he's a small level 2. And dang it. What is that?
That's the amulet of Agartha.
Small and foul. If I catch it, 3 regrets. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just play loose and fast here. I'm going to eat this Geist. By eating him, I get to refresh a die. But I also have to take another regret. So, refresh that die. He's discarded. We'll make discard piles off camera. Refresh the die, take a regret. Oh, all right. And then I am going to spend these 2 dice to catch this thing, I guess, since it's a weird one. I'm just going full crazy right here.
It's a good way to play.
Maybe. I have to take 3 of these cards. So now I'm at 5 regret cards. And here's my values. So there's that. What am I doing? This is a unique card. It says display up, face up in front of you. Take the omen die and treat it as one of your player dice. That's that red one over there. Can you hand me that die? I don't know if it goes in my spent or fresh area, but I will figure that out while you take your turn.
Okay. Well, all I can really do right now is fish. Right?
Oh, I've got to roll this. Roll! Of course, just rolling all the ones.
Okay, so I will just go after probably a smaller fish because I don't have many die left. That's the deep dealer.
Ooh.
The reveal is 2 of those, isn't it? 2 regrets?
That's right. So you take 2 regrets for revealing it. And then here's those for you. Take the top 2 cards of the supplies deck. I'll give those to you. You got some cool supplies, and then discard the deep dealer.
Oh, that guy was actually a dealer down there.
Yeah, he was just dealing some goods to you.
A merchant.
Yeah.
Can I look at these?
Yeah, they're yours in your hand, so they are all yours.
I probably shouldn't tell you what they do, or do I need to tell you?
Yeah, you can keep them secret, I think. Okay, so you went. I was just trying to figure out that eyeball. I'm guessing it counts as the same numerical value, right? Like that's a 1, and that would be a 2, 3, and a 4. I don't see an open eye symbol, so I imagine they just used those symbols in place of numbers on the omen die
I believe you
to
were
make
right.
them look cool. More details. See page 27. That's where I was just looking. And it says treat it exactly like a player die.
My
Okay,
assumption is that supply cards can be used at any time.
it's a good question. I think you're probably right.
It seems like it. They seem like an instant action red color.
I think rod and reels have to be used at specific times, but I think you're probably right on the supply cards. If you want to look, you're more than welcome, but I think we'll just I'll take my turn and then I'll keep looking. All right, so I've got 2 more dice, which is kind of crazy. Problem is, here at the depths, level 2, we're only seeing big fish.
That's right.
And at level 1, to be honest. So what to do? What to do? Well, I mean, I think I will, I'm more likely to be able to catch this guy. So, well, those are large, actually. 2 to 4. That's going to be tough. I'm going to cast my line here. Oh, man.
It's Cax.
Cax, baby. All other players get a regret.
I like Cax. He's cool. Oh, you gave me one? That's unreal, pal.
And I can't catch him. So I have to get rid of one of my dice and take a dink. And I believe he just stays face up. So that is me.
All right. I'm going to go for this guy. The sub-matriarch. I mean, the game's amazing just for seeing the opposite side of the cards.
They are very cool.
Large and foul. Sub-matriarch costs 1 hook more to catch for each fish you have in your hand.
I feel like we should flip them over and then like kind of tilt them so the camera can see them a little bit better.
Oh yeah, the sleeves do add a little bit of a foggy glare, don't they?
Yeah. They're very cool. Large and foul.
So he costs me 3 because I have this guy in my hand. But to eat him, his ability, I can increment 1 die by 2 in order to catch him if I eat my eel. So I could catch him, right?
That's right.
Do I want to catch him? Does he do anything for me? He's worth 6.
Yeah, he's pretty he's worth a lot.
Sure, we'll just do it. Like you said, loose play, here we go. So yeah. I'm gonna eat the eel, the green morae's gone.
Cool.
So discard.
Yep.
Discarding this guy, and then that basically raises this to a 4.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. And he costs 3 to catch, so my last die is spent catching the sub-matriarch.
Nice. Okay. Well, you don't have anything you can do. I have 1 more die. Problem is, I don't think I can do much cool with it, but I think that I think it might be worth at least getting a dink. No, you know, I'm going to use my last die and go down 1 more level. That way when we go up a level in a second, I'll come back up really quickly. All right, and then I think, Devin, unless you have something else you're thinking of doing, I think that would force you to pass, right?
I have a supply card. Am I able to use them at any time? Or we don't know yet?
Yeah, not
okay, we'll wait on that until
you probably
know.
can. Let me see. How to mount, selfish. I feel like it should say right. Your free actions are drop sinkers, use your can of worms, eat fish, use the life preserver. Oh, which you had. So maybe.
Oh, would that have made him easier to catch?
Yes. So maybe you
So I'll
do
just
that
take
and
my
take
guy
your
back?
dude back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take him back, and then this just goes away somewhere.
Yeah. Just set it off to the side. Yeah. Use dinks and items. Some dinks, rods, reels, and supply items can be used at sea for various benefits. So I think
Well,
you're
this
right.
could be fun.
I'm excited.
Reveal all fish in any order.
Wow. Heart of the Fathoms.
So
At the end of
do they all flip back
the
over?
round, the ones that were revealed will be discarded. So maybe you start the round with that.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I don't know either, because some of them will have reveal effects,
Ah, that's true. That might be bad for you.
or it could maybe some of them are good, or are they all bad?
I don't think they're all bad.
Okay, I'm gonna do it at the start of the next round, I think.
All right. Okay, so you would pass. I don't have anything I can do, so I would pass as well. And so play proceeds to the next day. So we're going to Wednesday, and then at the start, Wednesday, we would get our can of worms back. I don't know that either of us used it. Then reel in, we have to move up one depth. Then we are refreshing. So you take all the dice from your spent pool, adding any number of dice that you want to from your fresh pool and roll them. Then you choose which dice to place in your fresh pool until you've hit your max. Any remaining placed
Until you've hit your max.
Yep, your max die number is the number here.
So we can just snag 2 extras out of there?
Oh no, you'd have to buy them.
So
you still have to earn them, but that is your max you can have. Okay, then the player who has the highest total of fresh dice values. I think it's gonna be me. I've got 10. We'll take this bad boy.
what did you roll? Oh wow, you got pretty big numbers there.
I did. I got pretty lucky catching all the fish. Oh, sorry. This says whoever rolled the highest takes the life preserver and gives it to another player of their choice.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's kind of like a balancing mechanic a little bit. Okay, then we're in declare. So starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise. And I'm guessing the first player token would have gone to you. It doesn't say, but that would, I think, make them, or maybe not. Maybe the first player always stays me. I'm not sure. Once all but one player is placed, the remaining the day ends. Play proceeds to the next day. Player. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about passing the token, so I think I just keep it.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to.
So did we need to like head to port before that day started or something?
No, right now in the declare action is when we're gonna decide if you're gonna stay in the ocean or go to port. I have such good dice. I think it's smarter for me to stay. I'm gonna stay.
Do I need to make that decision now as well?
Yep. The only rules were if you were at port on the previous day, then you have to return to the ocean. Okay, now you can equip rods and reels if you had any of those, and they remain equipped until the next declaration phase, so for one day. All right, so now we're in actions, taking turns. So I got some good dice. I think I'm gonna try and catch a big boy here.
Hold on. Before you do that, I have no money. Why am I at port?
You can sell fish while you're there. So you
For
can.
this amount?
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
So you would get a lot of money. Or if you want to come back to the ocean and keep catching stuff for a minute, that's totally fine too.
Nope, that's perfect.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. You also have this, which will give you a discount of 2 at a shop. So I'm going to. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna move down again, baby.
Oh wow.
That's a free action, I forget. Okay, now I'm gonna try and catch this big boy right here. Depth level 3 big boy. It's a Magna Pinna Squid. He doesn't have any special abilities or anything, but he does take 6 to catch. I'm gonna use these two, this red one and this two, to catch him, and that's my turn.
Wonderful. Can I go to like all the shops right now and just buy stuff?
Yep. So you'll take one at a time. You can visit a shop, sell fish, or mount fish.
I can do them in any order as many times as I want.
You do one action, and then it'll be back to me, and then we go back and forth.
Oh, okay. So I will sell this fish for $3.
Cool. You don't want to sell the other guy probably because he's a valuable dude.
Yeah, we'll probably find more valuable ones like you just did, but we'll see.
It's hard to know. Okay. Back to me. I'm going to. What can I catch? It's 3. I need a small. There's no smalls. They're all big. Okay. Oh, and this guy should have been wiped because he was revealed. Okay. I think I will try. I'm going to go with this medium level 1 because I know I'll be able to catch it. He is a whiptail stingray. Uh-oh. Okay, well, now I might not be able to catch him. Reveal effect. Reroll one of your fresh dice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Good luck getting 3. I tried that before the game.
How many sides have 3? Just 1. So 25% chance here. Yeah. Dang it. I got 2. He's 1. If I ate him, I could increment a die up 2 and discard a regret.
You can choose to eat him right now?
No, after once
catching.
I've caught him, yeah. Well, since I can't catch him, I have to get rid of that die anyways and take a dink.
Okay. Whoa. So if I spent $3 at the supply shop, I'm getting 3 cards plus 2 cards? What is that saying?
You get to draw 3 and keep 2.
Or
Or you could spend 5 coins by discarding this as well to draw 5, keep 3.
I want to use this to spend 1 to get
that makes sense.
3. So that's spent. And then will you get me 3 supply cards? And this goes down 1.
That's right.
And if you are out of turns, I can only go up to 2 more times, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you guys these. Since this is our first playthrough, I mean, strategy, we're going to try our best.
I won't look, but we're just winging it here.
Basically, okay. Two rewinds? What? Okay, I'm going to keep these 2. They've got unique abilities for fishing. So, can you have a maximum amount of supply cards?
I don't think there's a hand limit.
I'm going to put this back under that stack. I don't know if that's where the discard should go for supply, but we won't get back to it anyways. And you are up if you can do anything.
I don't think that I can.
So I can go 2 more times?
Well, let me see. Can you do free actions if you're going to pass? You may do any of the following on your turn. They don't count as actions. If a player cannot take an action, they must pass. I think I can. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if this is smart. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use this dink syringe here. Discarding it gives me 2 regrets. You know, because for some reason I want those. And that means I have 4, 5, 6, 7 regret cards. I move down again, right? Pogu getting really wrecked out there on the ocean.
But maybe it's strategic, depending on how far into madness you go.
It's hard to know. But... All right, that's my turn.
All right, I will.
Because I'm passing now that
since we haven't tapped into any of the rods and reels, I would like to buy a rod.
Cool.
Just one. I got the Rod of the Deep. Nice. And do I just place it here?
On your next turn when we declare.
When we start, because they get discarded. I see.
At the end of the day. So you basically had to choose what day you use them on. Yeah.
Well, you're going to know what this is anyways. It says, when you cast, peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal and place them back in any order before revealing the top fish.
Oh, that's cool.
So is that just the shoal I choose to fish at?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you can't go, so I can go one more time.
That's right. And since you passed me, I can either draw a dink or get rid of a regret. I'm going to draw a dink since I feel like I need all the help I can get over here.
Awesome. And then I'm going to spend my last dollar getting a reel. And since he's going to know what it is next round, we're going to read it again. This is called the Reel of the Infinite, a device almost too dangerous to wield. Whew. Once per day, if you are at sea, you may move your boat down 1 depth.
Wow.
Once per day. Well, isn't that just going to go away after 1 day?
Yeah, that's a weird way to name that, because I think they are discarded, at the end of the day.
Unless it says infinite on it, then I get it forever.
Or
probably not.
Yeah, maybe they don't auto discard. If they own any rods or reels, each player may select 1 rod and or 1 reel to equip by placing them beneath their player board in the appropriate space. These remain equipped until the next declaration phase. But it doesn't say that they're discarded. So maybe you get that reel for the rest of the game. You just have a shot at the beginning of each round to determine which one you want to have equipped. That would be how I interpret that, since it doesn't say something about discarding them.
I thought in declaration phase for some reason. Oh, it says equip rod and reel.
Yeah, it says these remain equipped until the next declaration phase.
And then I re-choose which.
And then I think you can re-choose. I don't think it says anything about discarding them or anything.
That would tell me you can never have a reel and a rod out at the same time.
No, you can. You may select 1 rod and /or 1 reel. And so they would each go here or here.
Oh.
But you can only have 1 of each type.
Cool. So I'll be able to play these beginning of next round.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so you win again. I am passed again. I'm going to take another dink.
Why do you get passed again?
Because you won't be passing until now, right?
I have no idea.
Because you just took a reel action at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would go past me again, and then now you're probably going to pass, right?
Oh, because I have to. Unless I can do something with my dice.
You can, mount fish or sell fish. I don't think you can do anything with your dice, really.
And is mounting a fish free?
It is free while you're there, yeah.
Okay.
It says choose up to 3 fish from your hand and mount them in any empty slots at the top of your board. You may not mount more than 1 per slot. You can never unmount or replace mounted fish.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna mount him.
Okay. Mounted that sub matriarch.
I have faith that I will get one that's worth slightly more.
Yeah.
For my middle area.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna move this amulet.
And now
card.
Oh, I actually don't think I could go. That would have been a third turn after you stopped, wouldn't it?
Oh, you're right. Yep. Sorry. So
Okay.
you'll have to mount him next turn.
But I'm probably gonna go back to C. So
yeah. Okay. So that is the end of the round. I just want to make sure that I didn't miss like an end of the round step here, but I don't think that I did. It just says once all but one player's the day ends immediately after the final turn with no further passing rewards. Play proceeds to the next day. So we just go to the next day. Thursday. We both get $3. 1, 2, 3. Then we must move up 1 if you're at C. Okay, refresh is take your spent dice and any dice that you would like to from your fresh pile. So you could just choose to reroll those ones, maybe, or.
Ayo.
Nice. Ooh, I got a pretty good one again.
Oh man, yeah, you did. That probably tempts you to stay at C again.
It does, but I feel like I need these cool reels and stuff that you're getting. Okay. Now, player has the highest total, gives the life preserver to someone else. Keep getting that cool thing. But you get the life preserver. Now, where do I want to go? All right, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to... I don't know what the smart decision is here.
Did we already do declaration?
That's what we're doing right now. I just can't decide where I want to go. You know what? I'm going to go to port.
Oh, he's leaving the sea open to me?
And I think it looks like I can get rid of a regret if I want.
Oh, you've committed. I'd commit.
I have committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 though. I would like to have 6. So I am going to discard 1.
I'll move you up. You're a little less mad than you were before.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I'm at port. You are not. Now you can assign any rods and reels. So you got the rod of the, what was that?
Deep? Rod of the deep and the reel of the infinite.
Wow.
Get wrecked.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I'm going to. All right. And now I think we're in actions. Starting with, I think, still me.
Yeah, that works.
It's probably.
It doesn't seem like a disadvantage to go second.
No, it doesn't really. Okay, I'm going to start by. Can't decide. It's tough. Risky. I'm gonna start by selling. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to spend 3 coins and take 3 cards from the supply deck and keep 2 of them. Okay. I will keep these 2. Discard this guy. All right, and that was my turn.
Awesome. Well, blam. Reveal all fish in any order.
Wow. Oh, and this guy was supposed to go away.
Yes, that guy goes away. Also, once per day with my Reel of the Infinite, I can move my boat down 1 depth. I'm also going to go down. That works, right?
Yep, that's a free action, so you're
okay.
Good.
So now we'll reveal all fish.
So you have a reveal thing? Nope.
Oh, it's good to pay attention.
Triggerfish, the Goliath grouper, both with just eat abilities.
Hallie's Folly. All players get a
On the first or second one?
You can just give me the first. It works for me. I want the second one. Let's see. So now I go down to madness as well. I'm on the same track as you somehow. Oh, you're probably lower now.
I am. I didn't want to be.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this might be kind of devastating for us. Dunkley off steals.
Catch him, get a regret, and discard the top fish of all shoals. He's funny looking though.
Selkie. He's got 100 abilities.
Yeah, when you catch him, you roll a die. Or sorry, you flip this coin.
Heads on the fish coin, you get $3.
Tails, all other players get $1.
Okay. Orca, cool. Worth nothing. But when you catch, display face up in front of you, cannot be sold or mounted. All foul fish cost 1 hook less to catch.
That's pretty good.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Especially for you, because you're just teetering on madness.
I am, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
The Sea Bishop. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm trying to make it so it doesn't glare.
I think they'll be able to pretty well. That is small for us, but I think it'll be big for them.
Oh, shoot. The Well of Rockabari.
Wow.
All players get 2 more.
Plus discard 1 item.
When it's saying an item, what does that mean?
I think an item is, yeah, one of these cards. A real supply or a rod card.
Discard Well of Rockabari.
This does not count as an action.
So it just goes away.
He just comes in, wrecks us. Do we each have to take 2, is it?
I believe so.
Okay. There's 2 for you.
2 for me. That keeps me at the level I'm at. Does it keep you at the level you're at?
I'm not even sure.
Well,
Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
it does keep you there. And then since I don't think this action is going to make it so I reveal another there. Treasure chest. 5 to catch. Large and fair.
So I have to discard this item.
Worth nothing at the end of the game. Take the top 3 cards of the supply deck. Discard treasure chest. Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I'm liking the supply options. They're funny.
Did you discard an item for the whale?
An item as in...
One of these 3 kinds of cards.
Oh, okay.
That was the whale's punishment. That was tough. I wanted to keep both of those.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I'm going to be discarding this, which allowed me to move my boat down 1 depth. But I already have a reel to get me down at least once.
Yeah.
You want to put that under?
Yep.
Okay, so that's gone. I am going to use my Rod of the Deep ability. Peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal and place them
you
back
forgot
in
to
any
flip
order.
1.
I flipped that, but it was the Whale of Rockabari.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
So when you cast, so I need to pick...
Pick one of them.
I'm going to pick the one that's unveiled.
Mm.
We're going to peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal and place them back in any order before revealing the top fish.
Cool.
We got the plug and the writhing mass.
Oh.
That was revealed
They're both revealed?
during my rod action.
So, well, no, it says peek at the 2 of them and place
Okay.
one on before revealing the top. So you got to choose
Okay.
which one is revealed.
The plug is display this face up on the table. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but
That's okay.
at the start of each player's turn, discard the top leftmost fish in the sea. I don't feel like that's that amazing. Okay, so we're just going to be going with the writhing mass.
Wow.
So he's revealed now, correct?
Reroll one of your fresh dice, and everyone.
Do I
gets...
have to?
Yes.
Oh, that is... Oh, it's going to be a 50% chance of it being good.
Nice.
Got a 2 back.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That takes me to 10.
Imagine seeing all these creatures as you're going into the depths.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting really mad.
We get 3 more cards.
Did you give me one?
Yes, right here.
Oh, okay. It was not too shabby. And I think that's 7 for me, so that'll take me down a level as well. I'm going to go for the Writhing Mass, I think. It costs 5 to catch. I can catch him, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend the buoy. What is this called? Flotation device?
Yeah, life preserver.
Life preserver.
Something.
Preserver, so that I only have to spend 2, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Um,
Or spend 3, 2 discount. Yep.
You know, actually, I'm going to keep this 3 out, and I'm going to use this ability, Bucket of Chum. It gives me 3 regrets, but it makes the difficulty 0 to catch.
Okay. Since there's only 2 regrets here, you take 1 from the discard pile. And now, you take regrets from me.
Really?
And vice versa. I think probably randomly. I'll double check that, but
I've got regrets for days now.
Yeah, we're both regretting life a little bit.
I've got 10, so I'm with you. Down here.
It says if you somehow miraculously have all of the regret cards, excuse me. Well done. You are the most miserable angler of all time.
Oh, we accomplished that.
We have all of them. All right, and did you take the Writhing Mass? Look at that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's kind of crazy. The hard part is we can't both get to the end of the track.
No.
You just got to 10?
I am at 10.
And I'm at 10 as well. What do I do?
It's hard to know because we're going to be stealing from each other kind of on accident.
Yeah, a little bit. And you don't want to lose one of your trophy fish at the end of the game. So, yeah, that's tricky. All right, we're back to me, right? I'm still at port. Can't decide. Can't decide. I'm using this supply card. Discard 5 random regrets.
Wow.
So that'll take.
You're going the opposite way. I'm shocked. It might be good though.
I wanted to do it just for this, but it's only going to give me 1 extra coin, so I don't know.
I am really enjoying this game.
You like it?
I do. I think that multiple playthroughs would make so much more sense.
Yeah.
And I love.
The vibe is very cool.
I'm loving the vibe because there's not copy paste of pictures. I think they're all different.
Yeah, they are.
Which is crazy because there's so many in each of those stacks.
There are, yeah. All right, shuffle those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discarded here. That takes me down to this one. And then I'm going to sell. Seems dumb, but I'm going to do it. I'm selling the Magna Pinna Squid for 7 + 1, $8. He was a depth 3.
You got a +1 because fair value means sell price?
Yeah.
What is foul value? Sell price of foul?
Yep. The foul fish. Yep. And that was my action selling fish, so we're back to you.
I thought these added points to the type of fish that you mounted.
They do, but they also add to their sell price even during the game.
So is that foul value? If I mounted a foul creature here, it would add 1 currently before multiplying?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And so you did a turn?
I did, yep. I sold that.
And what do you think about this? When you cast Peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal, is that reusable?
Oh, I think so. I think it's every time.
Oh, because my rod's just amazing?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're just going to go in the same one for new things. We've already seen the plug, so it's definitely not going to be that we want. Oh.
The great old one.
The great old one.
You found Cthulhu in the deep there.
I did, which is so cool. All players may choose to
get a regret and move their boat to depth 3 at sea.
They may choose to get a regret. I would
Mhm.
like one.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah,
And
this is crazy. I
and you
could
can
move out
move.
to sea.
Yeah, have you done? That's actually maybe beneficial for you because you have a lot of money this turn. That could be a really good turn for you.
And I have good dice.
Yeah.
I was going to buy a bunch of stuff, but I'll have my money next turn. And while I have it and you've revealed everything, I think that's the smartest play for me.
But next turn, those won't be revealed. Won't those be removed?
They will at the end of the round, but if he's letting me hop right out to depths level 3, I can buy stuff or catch these fish before the refresh is done, right? Let me make
So you
sure.
don't have to. You don't have to choose if you go to sea right now.
No, I do. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Do whatever strat you were saying. I think I was just staring at you while you were talking, and I didn't listen.
I wonder if that only refers to players who are at sea. I'm not sure. You keep doing your turn,
It's a good point.
and I'm going to see if I can find that in the rules for the little expansion.
Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not. This isn't bueno for me right now. Is there
Well,
anything?
I guess you could not reveal him because you get to choose, right? You could reveal the plug instead. What was it? I don't remember what it's.
Display this face up on the table at the start of each player's turn. Discard the top leftmost fish in the sea. I feel like that's weird. I'll just leave this out. We've done a lot of the process here. So that is where I have to fish now. Correct? Because I chose the rod ability to go to this spot. I don't have enough to catch him. So I would need to take a... Let's see. Spend 1 die and draw a dink. Because I can't. There's no way I can get him. Even with supply cards. Cool.
All right, so you just got rid of a die and got a
Yep.
dink. Okay, I'm trying to look really quick. I don't see anyone that has asked a question about the Great Old One. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. All players may choose to gain a regret and move their boat to depth 3 at sea.
It's hard to it's hard to interpret that. I don't know either. Because that's a big make or break thing for this round.
Yeah. I'm probably
Since you have 400 games, what do you think? Based on rule books and how things have gone, would they let you break that choice barrier of port or sea?
usually in a game, if a cards have a special ability on them, the card's special ability takes precedence over the rule books.
I think you
Rules.
go to sea then.
But and that's how I would interpret that sentence. Since I'm not sure and I think I want to get rods and reels and stuff so that I'm better at fishing.
We're just gonna play it correctly.
I'm gonna play it through at port.
Cool.
Even though I maybe could have jumped over. And if I did, I maybe could have caught him.
Yeah, that is true. That would give you a big boost.
It would, but I don't know. Let's see real quick. Do I have a dink that's helpful? Not really. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just play it through. All right, so I'm visiting a shop. I have $8. Don't know what to do with these $8, but I think I actually do. This is going to be a little crazy. I'm going to spend 5 of them on 3 new tackle dice. So I believe I just reach into this bag. Give her a little shaky shaky.
How many dice?
I think I get 3.
Oh, nice.
They're single time use, right?
Yeah.
But
That's good though. That's big. And you can have your max dice is 5.
right, so they'll go in spent, and
Oh.
and I'm just getting blues. Don't be blue. Okay. I think orange is the best in there, so that wasn't a very good pull. So that was my turn. I think I roll them now and then assign them, but I will double check that.
What do the colors on those dice even mean?
The different colors have different values on them. So blues are 0, 0, 1, 2. Greens are 1, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so the
Orange is 2, 3,
likelihood
2,
of
3.
getting big numbers.
Yeah, orange is better.
Okay.
Immediately roll them and place them into your fresh pool. If you would exceed your max dice, place the excess in your spent pool instead. Okay. So we'll roll these bad boys. Put this 2 here. My cap is 5. So these 2 will go in spent. It's kind of nice to have some extra dice, though.
Yeah, that really is. Okay. I'm going to take one from the middle row. I just have to decide middle, left, or right. And I'm going to reveal the top 2 cards, which one is already revealed. I know that I can't afford the Dunkleosteus or the Selkie. So I feel like it's risky to flip those.
You have an item.
I have
This bag of maggots.
Yeah, but that still doesn't get me to a 4.
They're just 5s.
Oh,
Yeah, you were looking at the
I was looking at the gold.
value.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can definitely catch both of those.
Well, this one's gonna be easier to grab, so we're gonna go
you
left.
can catch the treasure chest, sea bishop.
Porcupine fish. Hook is 2 for this turn only.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So on the turn it's revealed, he costs 2 to catch, and then he must puff up, and he costs 4 to catch if you were to catch him on a later turn in this round, before he was discarded. So his catch cost is just 2 right now.
Okay. Ooh. So I have to decide which one I want to catch.
It's a nice. Is that your reel or rod? Nice rod that lets you do that.
I just don't know. I could potentially go again. Okay. We're gonna do that then. So we will catch him for 2. Can I use this? Reduce the fish difficulty by 2. Get him for free. He's 2 this turn.
Oh yes, you can. It says if you're able to reduce it to 0, then you don't have to spend any dice.
Perfect. So we're gonna use that supply card. We get the porcupine fish for free.
Pretty sure.
And he has an eat ability of flip the fish coin, and heads is 4,
Discard 4 random regrets.
and tails is to get 2. I don't think I will eat him. That's too risky.
Yeah, because you want them, right?
I think I want them now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense. All right, we're back to me. What I do? I got dice last turn. I think now I'm just gonna I'm gonna buy a reel. Hope it's a good one. I got Reel of the Deep. Once per day, if you are at sea, you may place your boat at depth 2. It's kind of nice, so I'll hold on to that. That costs $1. And I'm done.
Oh, shoot.
Nice, easy turns at port.
All right. Tempting. Kind of. we're going to check the top and second card of this parasitic larvae. Catch automatically. If I do this one, display face up in front of you. Anytime you would draw regret cards, draw one more.
You might want that.
Yeah, third. So we'll just catch him automatically.
Also didn't have to use your die.
Which is crazy, yeah.
Okay, so just set that somewhere up next to Balb, or yeah, down here off screen. That's totally fine. All right, we're still at me. I just bought a reel. I'm gonna buy a rod for $1. I got Rod of the Dead. You may choose to ignore reveal and or catch abilities on the fish you reveal and or catch. It's kind of nice, maybe. All right, and I am done. Did I spend my $1? I don't think I did. $1 left for next turn. What? Oh, to do with that? Another supply card, maybe? Or do I want one more die? Tough to know. I don't know. All right, you're up.
I am up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, that's a 4. I guess we'll just do it again. Using the rod, we check the two tops. You got a lionfish and a Goliath grouper. Don't really want either one. But I can afford...
Probably don't want the lionfish. So he'll make you re-roll that. I guess no matter what, you'd still catch him. But...
Oh, yeah, that is true. So we will do the grouper. I catch him with... You can overspend, can't you?
Yep.
Okay. So spending 3 for a 2 fish here. Not my best play, but we got a fish.
Okay. All right, and then we're back at me. I have one more $1. I'm going to buy a supply card. I got the Barbadian Dark Rum, baby. So we'll go with that. That's my last $1. I spent everything I could there at port, so that's my turn.
I can't really do anything, so you want to go again?
If I did, I'd be forcing you to. Well, maybe I don't force you.
So the first time I can't do anything, I don't draw it. I don't get any benefit for that, right? It's just if you decide to go again.
When a player first passes, and each time they are skipped. So you get one right now, actually.
A dink?
Either a dink or discard a random regret.
No.
You probably don't want to do that. Okay. I'm going to pass since I don't have any money or fish to mount or sell. So, yep. That'll be it. All right. That brings us to Friday. Can of Worms would refresh. Neither of us used it. You used a fancy one that round that revealed all of them. All of these fish that were revealed are discarded. You found some crazy things down there.
It was all thanks to my 4 supply cards. It's a long turn because of that.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now we are back to normal. Reel in. All players move up 1 if they are at C. So you're going to be at depth 2. Muster your courage. Take dice from your spent pool. Add any number of dice from your fresh pool and roll them. I'm going to roll just that 1. See if I can get a better.
I don't leave these the numbers they were, right?
Since they're in spent, no, you roll.
Okay.
Any fresh ones you could have left, but. Okay. Probably just go with that, saving these for later, because my max is 5, right? Yeah. Okay. Person who has the highest total of fresh dice values gives you the preserver again. Then set your bearings. I'm going out to sea. Oh, he's going to port.
Yeah.
Rods and reels. I'm going to equip this rod, the rod of the dead, and this reel, the reel of the deep. Can't really see them, but basically once per day I can move to depth level 2, and I can choose to ignore reveal and catch abilities if I would like to. All right. And I think that's it. So we're at Friday, second to last day here. Now we're taking turns. With me, I'm going to use Reel of the Deep. I'll just flip him over so we remember.
Go down here.
Yeah, and go down to level 2. And then I want to go down again. I'm going to get rid of this 2. Go down to level 3. And then I'm going to use my can of worms. And it is a peek at one fish, put it back on top or bottom of the shoal. I'm going to peek at this here big boy. He be the Kraken. Large and foul.
Wow.
Must be caught with exactly 3 dice. 5. I can do that. On reveal,
Amazing.
I'll get 3 regrets and all other players get a regret. I don't know if I want foul.
That is hard. Because you have the right dice to perfectly get him.
Mm-hmm.
You're also feeding me multiple regret.
Yeah. And he's worth 9, which is pretty dang good. I think I got to do it, though.
That's super high.
He was here, right?
Yes.
We'll fish for him, catch him with 3 dice. They're going to be these 3. This one goes back in the bag.
You can choose to ignore the reveal.
Oh, that's right. I can.
Does that mean I don't do it also?
You may choose to ignore.
It's the deep questions.
It is. That's the. See if it says here on Rod of the Dead. You can choose whether or not to trigger each ability independently. If you decide not to trigger the ability of a fish with no print, nope, it doesn't say. I think that the whole thing just doesn't activate.
Probably.
I don't know. That's how I would interpret that, it being in one line next to the one eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's just gone. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay. Caught it with 3 dice. Put the 1 back. And I will take him.
I shouldn't have told you about your sick rod, bro.
Oh, yeah. Sick rod. All right. That's my turn. I only have 1 die left.
Okay. I'm going to mount the writhing mass in my prize catch.
Oh, nice.
I think that's my whole turn, isn't it?
You can mount more than 1 card if you want. You can mount.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And my sub-matriarch.
Nice.
And that's probably my turn.
You can only mount fish at port. We only have 1 day left.
Yeah, you're going to have to mount next round.
I am. Do you get like a free mount at the end of the game? Probably not.
Yeah, it's interesting where the rounds can end because it should give you like a free mount at the end, because if I choose to go to sea next round on the last round, I won't be able to mount anything I catch.
But it seems like it's incentivizing us to, because it was going to give us an orange die on Saturday, which makes it seem like it expects everyone to go to sea and catch stuff. But then why even do that if you can't mount it? I mean, the ones you catch are still worth their value. So maybe that's why.
They're still worth these points?
Yep. Does just seem kind of...
So there is one benefit to it, I guess.
I guess that makes sense. If you planned well and were able to mount some early, you're getting a multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
But those fish you catch on your last turn, when you probably have your best dice, you won't be able to mount, right?
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. I will look at the end of the game, all mounted fish values will. Yeah, I think we're interpreting that right. Okay. When you return to port, you get to re-roll any of your dice. I think we've been forgetting to do that. So you can re-roll any of those that you want to help you be more ready for your next fishing.
Oh, so every time you go to port, you're re-rolling any dice you choose?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty decent roll, actually.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Okay, I forget what we were doing. I just caught the Kraken, and then
I mounted 2 fish.
you mounted 2 fish. So we're back to me. I only have 1 die left. Where's this little guy here? We've got mediums, 3 to 5 on a medium. Let's do that. We're gonna. Which one? Did I already look at you? I didn't. Let's look at you. We got the Bethial Queen.
I like that card.
Middling and foul. Catch 2 regrets and reveal any number of fish in any order. I don't know that I want the regrets, but the it's tough. Okay, well, I am going to use this dink, a scad, reduce a fish difficulty by 1. So that goes to 4. Use my 4 die to catch it. And that catch ability, I mean, this is kind of a perfect scenario to me where I have the Rod of the Dead. I'm going to take them. So I catch the Bethial Queen. And now I get 2 regrets. I'll take those. That one. And that one. And reveal any number of fish in any order. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Because I can still skip the reveal effects if I want to. So we're going to do that. Okay, we got the benthic slug.
Whoa.
The profound peddler. Reveal effect, 3 regrets and take the top 3 cards of the supplies deck. Yes, please. 1, 2. And I need one of your regrets.
But I do it too, don't I?
No, it's just, that one is just whoever reveals it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought the reveals like always went to both of us.
No, but I think only the ones that say other players. Yeah, it'll say plus all other
Crazy,
players.
you got a combo.
I'm going to keep revealing. Reveal a fish called No Face from your hand to catch this automatically.
Oh, that's funny.
Nautilus's value is always 3. Discard 1 small fish when you catch them. Oh yeah, weird. Must be 2 of you. Or maybe I flipped you back down. I don't know what happened there. Sunfish. Lionfish. Reroll. I don't have a fresh die. All players at sea lose 1. I don't want to do that. And a foot. And I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, you do.
Well, it'll be a it'll be a wash, right?
Well, I get 2 for every time I have to draw.
Oh, right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm back with you at 10 craziness now. That was kind of fun. All right, that was my turn.
Where am I? Let's see. Interesting. I'm going to reduce shop cost by $1. And I'm gonna get Actually, by $3 maybe. How much do I have? I'm gonna actually do it by $2. I think
Okay.
by 2, so that would cost me 3. Oh, I only have $3. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna take 2 dice for $1. That reduced shop price only lasts 1 turn, right?
That's right. Just for that one shot.
And I just randomly pick in here.
Yep. You got an orange, though.
And those go where? In spent?
No, you roll them immediately, and they go in fresh immediately if you have enough room for them.
Oh, and I do, because I'm mad. And I think that's my turn for now.
Okay. I'm out of dice. I think I will pass. Which, when I pass, I can discard a regret, right? Problem is, do I want to help you get to 13?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I do. So I'll just take a dink.
Okay, so you pass. I'm going to reduce the shop cost by $1 with this card. And spend my last $2 on 3 supply cards.
Nice.
And hopefully I get some bangers for this last round. Interesting. This one. Okay. Okay, let's discard this one.
Okay. All right, I'm still passed, so I'm going to draw another dink. Gotta love them dinks.
Okay, I can't really do anything.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the round. Discard all of the revealed fish. Making a big mess up here, but
It's hard to keep those organized, isn't it?
a little bit, yeah. I think
It's kind of fun that it's messy, though.
Yeah, it kind of is. I think the sleeves don't help because their board just needs to be a tiny bit bigger for them, but it's all right. All right, we did that. And then I always forget, but start of the first day, we I think we both just get an orange die. It says in start, all players take one orange die from the bag. Unless there are not enough available, then take a green one instead.
Instantly roll it.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang it. I also got a 3.
Nice. Okay, and then go up 1 depth. Now we are mustering courage. I'm basically just gonna roll everything. Except for the orange guy. Yeah. That was terrible.
If all of mine are fresh, I just stay.
You can re-roll any fresh ones you want to as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was so bad.
Mine was not bad. I just
went
from a 1
yeah.
and 2 to a 3-3. That might give you the life preserver, though.
I need to go to port to mount some of these trophies.
Oh, that's facts.
Because you're getting so many points from yours.
Yeah, and with your value of yours, you could potentially beat me at port. But then you're just out of the sea. Which is so strange.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird. Okay, I'm right. Well, I don't like these dice, but I guess it doesn't matter. I think you're gonna crush me.
I don't know. You're gonna mount some big names right there.
I mean, my goal basically has to be like mount as quickly as possible, and then just pass. So you only have 2 more turns, right?
Or you could. Oh, you don't have any money. I was gonna say you could buy supplies like crazy, see if you can get any unique perks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we did that. Person who has the highest total fresh die values takes the life preserver, gives it to a player of their choice. Give me that bad boy for the first time.
There you go.
I'm assuming yours is higher. I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
Hey, you could get free stuff from the shop then, right? No? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. Single card, maybe.
And then I need to choose that I'm going to see, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to port.
Okay, and you're first, so I'll just wait.
Rods and reels, those are the only 2 I have. Okay, I'm going to mount Kraken here. And the Bethyl Queen here. Yeah. So I did a mount action. That's me.
Okay, I'm using my Reel of the Infinite to go down 1, and I'm also just gonna. Yeah, because you're gonna try to cut off my turns anyways. So I'm gonna go all the way down the free actions, and I guess I will peek at this. That's Rockabari Denizen.
Wow.
Yeah, he's crazy. Okay. And then this. Oh, there's a human down there. What do I want? He's medium sized. He's large. I guess I just try to catch Big Boy for now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So I can pretty easily.
Yep.
With 6. Or I can make it 5. I'll use the finger, reduce it to 5. So a 3 and a 2. And now you're mine.
Take this 3. Yep. Okay, and since you caught him, you get 2 + 1 regrets, and I get.
So I get 3 and you get 1?
1. And we only have them here, so I'm going to shuffle mine real quick. And then
So you just give me 2?
No, you randomly draw them from me.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we could yeah, that would work.
I'll just randomly just take 2 from you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, here you go.
I get 2.
Okay.
Would that put me at 12? Probably. It did, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that means I'm at 8. So I'm down here. Okay, my turn. Free action. I'm going to play Barbadian Dark Rum.
Mm-hmm.
No. No, I don't want to get rid of them, I don't think, because I don't want you to get to 13. And if I go to 5, then I lose that bonus. Never mind. Scratch that. I'm just passing. Get past. And I will, for passing, I will take a dink.
Okay, I'll just stay here because it's easy. We know the human is there. I don't want to stay there. We already know that. No. I want to go here. Hadal Shade. You may 3 You may spend 3 to swap Hadelshade for another player's mounted fish. Is that what that means? You may
take 3 regrets to swap Hadelshade for another player's mounted fish. Don't do that.
How many times have you skipped? How many turns am I gonna have?
You'll have this one and one more.
I'm not gonna be mean on this.
You can. It's probably the smarter play, but it's up to you.
I'm going to discard a large fish from my hand
Yeah, that one's
to
only
catch this automatically. That gives me a 5 boost.
Yeah, that's nice. And this one was only worth 1.
Yeah, and it was large. That was lucky. That was the card that was benefiting my
Your regrets.
my regrets, though. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe you need to steal some regrets from me. Or does it not matter?
How many do I have? I have 8, right? I don't want to beat you. Like at the value, right?
I don't know.
Because whoever has the higher value loses one of their trophies.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because I can't mount.
Right.
This is not playing out perfectly for me.
You have a lot of points.
I forgot about that.
With the fish in your hand, though, you have a lot of points. I don't have any hand fish or money. So my points on the trophy board are all my points. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm passing. I will, what were the options? Discard a regret card? Or take a dink? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will discard this one in order to still have 7. Yeah. All right. Your last turn.
It's my last turn. Guess we reveal these top 2 now. Mass of Eyes.
There's no face.
There is no face. That's funny. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to buy the one get the one that's worth more. A reveal perk is that I take 3 of your.
I'll take this one first.
Okay, and then 2 of those.
Oh, woof. Yeah, let me shuffle them up real quick.
I had another strategy for. I'll just take these 2. I had another strategy for not winning the regret route, which I'll explain to you at the end.
That gives you past 13, right?
I assume so.
I think I only have 5 now.
Oh yeah, I'm at like 15. Okay. Okay, so I just get him with. I have to overpay, but that's fine. I'll pay it all because that's my last turn. So he goes here.
You should put all those fish like right here so we can see them on the screen just for fun.
I got you. Yeah, I can remove these things now because they're not in use. This is my hand that you guys haven't seen the entire game.
All right, now that we are done, we deal with regrets. All players must reveal and count the value of all their regret cards, adding 10 if you flipped your lifeboat. Which is where...
Is that how we could have got from one place to another?
That's... Yeah, if you're at sea, you could flip it to get to port, which I guess is how you could mount on the last turn, but you have to add 10.
But not vice versa? You can't go from port to sea?
Can't go from port to sea with it, no. So I couldn't have done anything, but you could have if you want to spend one more turn.
Let's just round this up. I don't want
It might be tempting because we pretty much know you already have the highest score, so the extra 10 doesn't really matter. And if you throw a different, crappier fish here, that's going to be discarded, you won't lose your 6.
Oh, right.
Might be smart.
What did I even do last turn, though? I got the Wild Eyes. I got 3 more things.
Yeah, but you over... Oh, but it was your last turn, huh?
Let's just call it here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just see. I'm very curious how this is going to go.
Yeah, I don't really know.
So I need to tally up all of the numbers on the back of these?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
It's not just based on how many cards you have?
No. Yep, the values. I have
So
8.
the madness is just the values. Or the madness is just the card count.
That's right.
3, 5. Well, I beat you. That's all you need to know, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
11. For fun, I'll tell you how many. 28.
28. I got embarrassingly seasick, drank too much from the well of sadness, pushed a shipmate overboard, gambled my children's inheritance away, and sat in oil in my nice trousers.
I fell prey to ocean madness, forgot my anniversary, read The King in Yellow, lost an arm to an octopus, cheated at cards, begat a hybrid horror, left port without whiskey, never apologized, ran a yacht aground, listened to a conch's lies, bought snake oil, murdered my only friend for money, partook of human flesh, killed a seabird, and forgot where I buried the body.
Nice. You forgot where that
I
body
had a
was.
good day.
Yeah, you did. All right, so now we just count scores after you kill your sub-matriarch.
Okay. So he's just discarded out of the game.
That's right. And then you'll get points for your fish in your hand. They're scored by their printed value, modified by the madness level.
So these are modified by the madness level even?
Yes.
The hand is.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm at the bottom. This is only going to be worth 2.
That's right. Yep, since he's fair.
Okay. And we're going off gold count. Yes. 2, 4, so 6.
7, 8.
These ones get a benefit, I'm sure.
Yeah, they get 2 bonus.
So that's 18.
27.
27 in my hand.
I don't have any in my hand, so I lose, basically. But yeah, hand is a lot of points. 27.
I think you're going to beat me, though.
No.
No? I don't know.
You got 27, and then your prize catch is worth 21. No, it's worth 9 times 3. It's worth 27 more.
So I'm at 27. Or was I at
54?
54?
Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
And so mine, I'm back at equals, so I don't get a bonus. So mine are just 9 times 3 is 27 plus 14. So you beat me by 13-ish?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What the? Let
Yeah.
me show you a cool card I had at the end there. So, you may mount a small fish on this card. That is a ×2. At the end of the game, if you have the highest regret value, you just discard the card. And so I waited to see kind of where we were sitting. Otherwise, double its value. So if I would have got you to have more regret, this could have been a 4th mount spot for a small fish.
Do you have any small fish? Oh, you have one.
I did.
Mount a small fish on this card. At the end of the game, if you have the highest. So you maybe should have used that.
If I used it, though, I would have to discard that at the end because I had the highest regret value.
That's right, but you... Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Does it make you discard that and the trophy? Or does it get discarded in place of the... Use at port or sea. Doesn't count as an action. The mounted fish can never be removed. Like there's... Like the way I read that was if you had put this porcupine fish on it, on the cloche like this.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
seeing that as not an extra trophy slot. You're seeing it as just going into this?
No, I was just setting it aside. I am seeing it as a 4th trophy slot.
okay.
But when it says if you have the highest regret value at the end of the game, discard it. Otherwise, double its value. I was seeing it as this would be discarded instead of the 6.
Instead.
But maybe you're right.
All
and
the
it's...
questions.
Yeah, that's a very...
Because that's a good point. Because
But it doesn't say instead of, so maybe it just means both. I don't know.
at the end of the game, if you have the highest regret, discard it.
If you're just taking it just based on the words, then I think you're right, and it would discard
Then I'd
both.
get both.
I think.
Yeah, that's tough. Because if it meant the other thing, I could have saved points.
Yeah, yep. You could have. Not that it mattered. You still.
But basically, I was kind of gauging what you were doing. I was like, if he starts stealing regret from me, I'm just gonna double on that.
Yeah.
So then I would definitely get its perk.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a cool supply card. All right, Devin. Well, at the end of this first playthrough of the game, what did you think of Deep Regrets?
I think it's cool. I like the look. I liked the play of it. There's a lot going on though from a bunch of different angles. I got 4 supply cards early on and was able to do very unique stuff, which I liked.
Yeah.
The rod and reels is interesting to me because there's almost, we didn't play the long version, but it almost seems like there's not enough rounds to cycle through multiple types of those because you're not at port that often.
Yeah, you'd have to like have a lot of money and look at 5 and take 2 so that you already have 2.
Mm-hmm. Which would have been cool to like really get strategic at what perks you wanted. I like the game. I think you play this 5 times and you've kind of mastered it, and then it's super good.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I think I agree. I think it would be better with the one more day that we skipped because we played 5 days instead of 6. And I needed one more day in order to get back and mount something. Or I maybe would have like, I mean, I was there, but to like catch something else and then mount it and maybe use the lifeboat to rush back and mount something, even though I knew it was going to give me 10. So I feel like those like end game things were kind of cut short a little bit by the 5 rounds. Yeah, I liked it. I think the artwork and the vibe is the coolest part for me, for sure. A bit of luck in like what you roll, but there's some ways to like mitigate it. When you go to port, you get to re-roll your fresh dice, which is helpful. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure at this point. I liked it. I had fun.
Yeah, I also had fun. There's a lot going on. Even though it's relatively simple, there's always something to do. Like your reels and your rods each have an ability. You got to remember those. And then what's in your hand? Like we weren't eating fish very often, but it's on the table for you to do.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have dink cards, supply cards. So there's a lot to do. And then if you draw too many anchor cards, we got to make sure our madness is correct. There's a lot going on, but it was relatively easy to understand.
Yeah, it's easy to play. It's not like super short. I mean, it's like an hour and 50 minutes all of a sudden. Where we played the short mode, which it says on the box is 20 minutes per player. So we were playing a little slow, I guess. But yeah, I'm interested to know if there are different strategies, because it does seem like a high madness ratio with lots of foul cards. And that's a big boon to like add 2 here, and then 2 here before it's multiplied by 3.
I can't believe the cards in your hand get the same benefit from there. I would think the only cards that should benefit from that is what you chose to mount.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all do.
What's interesting to me, not to cut you off, is there's a benefit for going after just the clean, pure, good fish. But that is a nearly impossible task with the amount of times you're forced to take regrets.
You do have to take them a lot. You could, anytime you go to port, you can bail on one. If you pass first in the round, you can bail another one. So
they do give you some ways.
You have a lot of ways to get rid of them. A lot of the supply cards that I had, at least earlier in the game, were letting me, discard 5 random ones, discard 4 random ones, 2 of them. So there are ways to get rid of them.
Okay, I'm glad they balanced that out, because it felt like this just full-blown Anakin Skywalker chaos lane here at the bottom was
the play.
Yes, because it was just easier to stay at.
Yeah, I think if I played again, I would try to not have any madness cards at the end, and just go after a ton of like depth 1 and 2, easy to catch fair fish.
Yeah, I don't think the large fish is always the play.
And have like 15 fish in my hand at the end of the game.
Yes, you're getting multipliers on all of those.
Right. Maybe that wouldn't Depends on how much they're worth. Maybe that wouldn't be enough point value, but it'd be interesting to try at
Yeah.
least.
What I'm hearing is there's a ton of replayability. The fact that we only saw a quarter of the cards here.
Yeah, there's still a lot left.
There's a lot left.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I liked it as well. I do wish, and maybe this is just a David thing, but I wish that some of the language on the cards was just a tiny bit more clear. We had a couple of administrative questions, like with the Cthulhu card. Would that have let me go from port to sea?
Yes.
And when I'm skipping a reveal action, does that mean that the whole thing doesn't fire and Devin didn't get his part of it? I feel like there were a couple others.
That
Just little
stuff
things.
bothers me as well. It's almost like this needs to instantly get thrown on Board Game Arena so it follows rules perfectly.
Right.
So we can know.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of the questions will get ironed out on Board Game Geek as well. Because, yeah, those little things, like, I don't know, maybe I could have done.
You might have slaughtered me if we
Slightly
actually played
better.
correctly.
I think you played really well. I didn't catch near enough fish, I don't think. Did I eat one? I think I maybe ate one early on.
You did.
And then did I only catch 3? Oh, no, this was a fish that
When
gave me
you
the
got rid of that squid-looking thing.
the red dye, and I sold the squid one. So what, I catch 5 fish? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you had to discard 1, and you ate the eel. So you caught like 7 or 8.
I was reeling them in.
You were. Cool. Well, I'm excited to try the rest of it. There is this little mini expansion that came with it, that some of the cards that we saw, the fish cards were actually from it, but this biggest regrets mini expansion, you shuffle these and deal each player one of them, and then based on their regret level, this gets tucked like under your board, and you get, like, I think, a stronger ability the more crazy you are. So kind of a weird little thing. Might play with that next time as well. Anyways, that's going to do it for this playthrough of Deep Regrets. Let me know if you've played this game, if you've played any games like it, if you had a favorite crazy foul fish that we looked at. There were definitely some odd ones, but it was fun to reveal the top card and see what they were. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next playthrough here on Gaming Top Down. Thank you so much for watching this video. As most of you know, Gaming Top Down is an independent endeavor. I don't accept money from publishers for previews or opinion-related content, but there are a few ways that you can support the channel and help me keep the lights on. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel helps me to grow. If you're thinking of getting a game that I covered in this video, please click the affiliate link in the description of this video. It helps to support me and doesn't add any cost to your purchase. I also do a weekly gaming podcast where I talk about the board games that I'm playing along with my brother. You can check that out on Apple's podcasts and on Spotify. And you can also get that podcast 3 days early over on our Patreon. You can follow the Patreon at patreon.com/supergamebrothers completely for free. But if you do support us over there, you get some extra perks, like being able to write into the show, getting early access to the show, voting on the games that I'm going to cover and review, and lots of other fun stuff. Thanks so much for your support, for liking and commenting on my videos. You really are what helped keep the lights on for me. Thank you.